The Germany international could be out for as long as 3 months with a knee injury, but will the Gunners struggle without their €50 million man? Mesut Ozil's arrival at Arsenal on transfer deadline day in September 2013 was heralded outside the Emirates Stadium, a dedicated corner of fans waiting up until the late hours to laud the €50 million signing over the rest of the football-watching public in front of live television cameras. But just over a year later, the news that the playmaker could be out of action with a knee injury for as many as 3 months has not been viewed as the devastating blow it might have been. The Germany international made an explosive start at Arsenal, providing an assist for Olivier Giroud on his debut, a 3-1 win against Sunderland, before having a hand in all 3 goals in a victory over Stoke. But Ozil's influence gradually dwindled last season. A penalty miss in a poor showing during a home defeat to Bayern Munich was the low point of a mixed bag of a debut season. Ozil has been heavily scrutinized somewhat unfairly at times ever since, much in the same way as the present-day Arsenal sides which fail to live up to their invincible past. For all the criticism thrown Ozil's way, the German stacks up well statistically so far this season against those who may take up a similar position in the side during his long-term absence. The former Real Madrid man has created more chances, 14, than Aaron Ramsey, who faces at least another fortnight out through injury, as well as City Cazorla, Alexis Sanchez and Jack Wilshere. Only Wilshere has completed as many dribbles as the 25-year-old, 17, while none of Arsenal's midfield options have been trusted with as many minutes on the pitch by Widger, 540. And now RC Widger must explore his options without him ahead of the clash with Hull City on October the 18th. Perhaps chief among them is Alexis, the latest big-money arrival at the Emirates with a similarly big reputation to Ozil, having been allowed to leave Barcelona despite a strong showing at the World Cup. Alexis has played both wide on the right and as the central striker for Arsenal, scoring 5 goals in his first 11 competitive games. But the Chilean also found himself out of the starting 11 against Tottenham as he continues to adapt to life in England. The former Barca man certainly has the pace and power to thrive in the Premier League, but whether he possesses that uncanny ability to spot the killer pass and find a striker in the blink of an eye remains to be seen. Cazorla, who has been drafted in and taken out of Widger's side through the opening 11 games of the season, could also be handed an extended run in the starting 11. Get well soon. Arsenal needs you. Cazorla tweeted to Ozil after learning of his injury. Perhaps Arsenal now need Cazorla more. While Widger's injury list is a long one, he will soon be boosted by the return of Ramsey, with the frightening speed of Theo Walcott expected to be at the Frenchman's disposal again by the end of October. Such returns to fitness could make Ozil's absence seem of less importance. It is also yet to be decided exactly what Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's best position is. Much of the debate concerning Ozil largely centers on his own best position in the Arsenal side, and whether Widger is stunting the German's impact on proceedings by shunting him out to the flank rather than playing him through the middle. Widger leapt to the defense of his €50 million man after a particularly disappointing display against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. He would pay every penny of the transfer fee again, he said, and it was not up to Ozil to be a magician. Ozil himself has defended his contribution. We have only just started the season. At Arsenal, we have new players in key positions, he said. The collective game, which is something I have a lot to do with, cannot then just work well from one day to the next. But Ozil was deployed as the Gunners' number 10 days after Widger's staunch defence against Aston Villa and Sharon. In 80 blistering seconds he scored the opener, before playing in Danny Welbeck for his first goal for the club in a 3-0 win. When Arsenal needed Ozil in more trying circumstances against Tottenham, though with Alexis on the bench his influence was not felt, despite Spurs affording their North London rivals the Lions' share of the ball. Back out wide at Stamford Bridge, the World Cup winner failed to make his mark as Chelsea ran out predictably convincing 2-0 victors. That has perhaps been the story of Ozil's Arsenal career so far. Displays of his obvious class have come infrequently, sandwiched between largely anonymous showings. Now his 3-month layoff affords another of Widger's talented charges the opportunity to cement a first-team place, one the likes of Alexis, Cazorla or Oxlade-Chamberlain could grab with both hands.